It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 19 carries, 87 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. You look at this Browns defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Pickett. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And it's fielded at the 34. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Hey, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 3. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. And in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. It's brought in by Harris. And a result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On second down, this is Harris. Shoves him aside. Still moving. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Pickett will look to throw it here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. If you look at this Browns defense, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Mayfield. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Cleveland offense making their way out. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick six, Mayfield. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Mayfield now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took a deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
On third down, Mayfield. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. There's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. On the give, this is Harris. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having...
And in for the Steelers, touchdown. George Pickens, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 34-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland.
For as good as Nick Chubb is in the open field, he's every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close, and he forces his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Throw complete. Pickett to Johnson. And Johnson going to have a Steelers first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Pickett lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns. There he goes, right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Martin Emerson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Second and 19 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing on second and long. Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Quick throw. Mayfield completes it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. The Browns hit 3-0 here in the month of September, and they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
3rd and 1. Here's Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. To throw, Mayfield. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. First down, Mayfield. This is the tight end fan. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Slide for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Pickett now on first down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Browns to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. They work now on 2nd and 9. They run it again with Chubb. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just the series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've got a lot of turnovers. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pickett. Quick completion here to Johnson. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And he finds Austin complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll throw again with Pickett. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
They go play action. Mayfield. Left sideline a dime, and it looks like he's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. From the gun, Mayfield. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Yeah, almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, He seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on fourth.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. So they convert on fourth, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
123 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Martin. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Mayfield to throw it.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Chubb with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And the Steelers set to take the field.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw, Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now a first down carry for Harris.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Throw complete. Pickett to Johnson.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's how you're far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw, Pickett.
Johnson's got it complete.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield now. Shakes off the sack. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Down to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Pickett.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Hey, alert.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb.
And Chubb going to push forward and pick up a Browns first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Baker changing the play at the line. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go up the middle with Chubb.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Here we go.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Let's go now.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about taking a knee at the end, and there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off.